Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to dive into something very powerful, and it's framework within a relationship. See, the problem is that most men out there have no idea what they're getting themselves into. First, they meet each other, there's chemistry, they hook up, then the next thing is they get serious. Then finally, they take their relationship to the next level. They get married. Maybe later they have a family, and then it falls apart. You've seen it pretty much everywhere. 72% of the relationships in the United States fall apart. They go into divorce. And I believe, you may not agree with me, but I have analytics and metrics, and I have coached thousands of men, and this is what I believe. Men who fail to start off with a framework, men who just decide to get into a relationship and have absolutely no idea what his expectations are or his wife's expectations are. And this is something that you need to discuss early in the relationship. To give you an example, me and my wife, we sat down, we had a quick discussion. You know, I'm blessed where my wife already was dialed into exactly what her expectations were as a woman and what my expectations were as a man, but we still discussed it, right? It was very important to know, hey, I am not the type of guy that wants the woman that I'm with to go out there and be in a work environment or a corporate environment. That's not who I am, and I don't believe truly most men want that. They rather have a woman like myself where she will nurture my kids, she'll raise my family, she is the rock at home, she is the caretaker, but also she supports me. When I hearken her counsel, right, she's there for me. She's there for me in any type of support factor. She makes me happy. She makes me excited to see her, right? That's the idea. And my expectations as a man is, listen, I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to protect. I'm going to provide. I'm going to give her a beautiful life. I'm going to give my family the best life possible. And when a man has that balance and you are living it, and literally your wife says, hey, yes, that's what I want too, there's a synergy there. But what happens is most men don't get to that level. They don't even talk about a framework or a structure in their relationship. You know what they care about? They care about just banging the girl. They get excited, emotional. Wow, she's attractive. Then the next thing you know, you're married, you have a couple of kids, and now your entire life is screwed up. Think about it. And you start failing as a husband from the very onset because now she doesn't have any guidance from you, because in the end, it's like she can do whatever she wants. There's nothing there, right? Nothing at all. She's trying to get a job somewhere. You might not be happy about it. Now she's, going out with her friends. She's doing, stupid things that in the end, you never gave her expectations. No framework, no boundaries whatsoever. Hey guys, we'll get back to the video here. I want to introduce Man of War Elite Performance. It took us almost 2 years to develop this. We've been testing it over and over again, and we believe we have an amazing product here. First off, the EAA for recovery, the best of the best. We have a tremendous amount of Aquamin, 3 times the closest competitor. If you don't know what Aquamin is, research it. It's a great recovery tool. Also, here we have creatine. A lot of junk out there, a lot of junk. Protein, you want to talk about best tasting protein? It took us 16 different times to work out the flavor in this and make it the cleanest possible. This is a chocolate flavor, the best chocolate flavor that I've ever had, and I think that you will ever have. This is 24 grams of protein per scoop, and it's a very, very clean tasting protein. We'd love for you to purchase this, try it out, and let me know. So, listen, this is the deal. I recommend that you sit down with a person that you care about and you set up this framework. A lot of people call it boundaries or whatever, but I like to call it framework because it's a little bit more in depth, right? It's not just the boundaries, but it's also the expectations that both of you have from each other. And these expectations will last for a very, very long time. And it's almost like you're signing a pact. My wife knows I go to work. Okay, she knows that I have to have the energy and the drive and the focus to build an empire, to create our lives. She knows that. So she supports me by nurturing my kids and being a woman in the house and having my house in a state where I feel like there's peace when I come home. She also goes out there and does a lot of things. I mean, she works her ass off, takes the kids to school, does a lot of things around the house. But she looks to me for guidance and protection. When I make a decision, she backs me. Sometimes she may not agree with it and we'll go head to head, but in the end, if I decide to move forward, she will back me and support me. On the flip side, I will support her. I will give her everything that I can, from emotional, physical, do everything I can to get her out, take her on dates, go, travel, vacations, have good family time together. I mean, that's the idea. Give her a home, an environment where she feels like she is nurturing our growth and she is part of it. The trick here really is, when you have a framework, is not making her feel alienated, is making her feel like she's part of your team, okay, just in a different manner. She's not the one that's going out there, working and making the bread and interacting with people and going out with her friends. And that's not her job. Her job is to support me as her husband, and we do everything else together, right? That's the goal. If I go out and fly out, business trips, internationally, doing my crucibles or whatever, I mean, yeah, it's a little taxing, but she's supportive and she's there. And just me knowing that she's there and she supports this is very powerful. So for you guys that don't have a framework and you're wondering why your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance is running around and going out to dinners with her friends and coming home at 2:00 in the morning, or she's not nurturing your family, or she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't give you a peaceful environment, and you feel like you're constantly working and not getting nothing in return, that's on you. You didn't set the boundaries, the framework from the very beginning. So I recommend, if you haven't done that, that you do that now, that you start early. All right, guys, if you're loving this channel and you want to know more about really walking the warrior's path and being a masculine leader in our society, I want you to do me a favor. Smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and of course, share this, comment on it. We want this to be out there for other men to see that, listen, there is a way to the next level. There's a way to getting better in your life. All right, guys, until the next one, may God bless.